A sign and some religious gatherings in Venice have pitted one homeowner against city officials. It seems the question is, where does your freedom of religion begin and where does city code kick in? SNN local news reporter Amber Stidham gives us a look at the situation and why officials insist on fines.
A code enforcement meeting was held at Venice City Hall this morning to discuss the sign violation in Shane Rossinger's front yard. But he says it's his right to have the sign in his yard. The First Amendment clearly guarantees our rights to freedom of religion and right to peaceful assembly. Homeowner Shane Rossinger faces scrutiny and fines for hosting a prayer meeting in his home and the sign expressing that. According to Rossinger, these meetings consist of 6 to 10 people each Wednesday night. The city found the prayer meetings to be in violation of a city zoning code. The residential district does not allow for a house of worship without approval, and the house must be on a minimum of 2 acres, which Rossinger's is not. That's when he claims the sign became an issue.
And the sign was fine until they couldn't resolve the first issue. Then we got a violation 3 months later for the sign, and the sign was up a long time before the first violation. So there's been a relentless pursuit.
The Venice City Council met Thursday to discuss the sign code violation. While some supporters of Rossinger's felt it is a religious issue, code enforcement says it's not about the religion or the message, it's about the sign.
Well, as I mentioned, there was never any indication as far as the content of the sign that I had mentioned or relevancy. It was just simply, if the sign says, you're welcome in, come pet my puppies, it doesn't matter, it would not be allowed.
If political voice can be heard, and I've just found out that actually it is political, I didn't realize because I don't know the details of it, but why should one voice be heard and not another?
This leaves some to question whether the city ordinance may interfere with constitutional rights. City officials agreed a decision could not be made. Instead, they will take a, quote, sufficient amount of time to determine if the 30-year-old city ordinance should be changed. The Venice ordinance in question is still enforceable while it is under review, and homeowner Shane Rossinger did tell me that he plans on keeping the sign in his yard, and if he has to, he's prepared to take this case to the federal court. Reporting in Venice, Amber Stidham, SNN Local News.
If city officials find him in violation of the ordinances after the review, Rossinger could face a fine of up to $250 a day. Now, since April 6th, that totals to over $37,000.